Hey folks, welcome back here to the Vegas Don channel. We're here at Boca Park, taking a look at some of the offerings around here. Cheesecake Factory, loaded empanadas, dry bar. That doesn't sound like any fun. Oh my goodness, these people. There's a lot of just dropping people off and doors being flung open and stuff like that. Whoa, okay. Traffic circles, good times. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. And we'll make a right here onto Rampart from Unnamed Road, as the GPS calls it here. So these two buildings, these two condos here in front of us, very expensive, and their HOAs are ridiculously high in my opinion. They're like at least $1,000 and up a month. I don't know what that includes, but goodness, that just out of my realm of possibility. So come up here to Alta. And Suncoast Casino right there on the left. Out here off of Rampart and the interstate, or no, correction, Summerlin Parkway. And then Tivoli Village right here on our right. It's a dining entertainment complex in there with an Italian theme, Italian decor, etc. Moda Corso, we're now passing here. Sounds like a store in the mall. Angel Park, Nino's Kitchen. This is Angel Park Golf Club here on the left. Rampart Casino on the left here. So you have Rampart and Suncoast Casino right next to each other here. $5 happy hour. Oh, I wanted to see what that was about here at Rampart, because I'm always looking for deals for you guys. We do all things here in Vegas, not just the glitz and glam of the Las Vegas Strip, but all things around town. And it's hard to find a deal nowadays. I don't tend to put it in my titles and stuff like a lot of other channels do, but I try to bring you the latest and greatest news of everything that's going on around Vegas, whether it's from visitation to the strip casinos losing money, things like that. Any of it, I will always try to bring that to you guys. I'm not even, goodness, you guys are, thank you. He was like a year behind me, and then he decides to honk on his horn. So this is Summerlin Parkway West. And we do the loop-de-loop here. Oh, was that an R8? Yeah, it was a BMW R8. And a G-Class. Oh, you got the big wigs all around this part of town. And they're nice cars. So for anyone that is not familiar with Summerlin Parkway, this connects US 95 / now Interstate 11 to Summerlin. Absolutely genius, in my humble opinion. This is State Route 613, as you can see there on the sign. And there is Rampart Casino from the highway here. But to me, this was a genius idea to do it this way, because you have the suburbs here connected to the town and the city via this parkway, this expressway. If this was not here, you'd have to go down to like Charleston Boulevard or up to Lake Mead Boulevard in order to get out this far west, and it takes you some time to get out here with all the traffic and everything. This is a straight shot, provided there's no accidents. And I've read that they want to actually expand Summerlin Parkway. Haven't seen any movements on that, and I certainly don't see any. Well, now I see road work ahead. But you can see all of Summerlin stretching out here over off to our actually the entire horizon there at the foot of the mountains. Summerlin just keeps growing. Speed limit drops to 55 here. I don't know what it was before. I thought it was always 55 on here. The year is 1984. Speed limits are 55 miles an hour. So you have Anasazi, and then you have the junction with the Clark County Beltway, 215. It's called Interstate 215 from the US 95 all the way up to Interstate 15, and then after that it's just called Clark County Expressway or whatever, 215. They call everything freeway here. That's what they do in California, and of course you see that in the movies and TV shows and stuff. They call everything freeway, so I'm always used to calling it a highway or an expressway. So they got the state flower out in bloom out here, not on the other side of the roadway. We're going to do 215 southbound for a moment. And hopefully they'll work on making this a little bit more seamless a transition, because as you'll see up here ahead, they have traffic lights and stuff here where two expressways meet each other. That little Volkswagen is in a hurry. See the cluster of cars here waiting to go southbound from the right lane here. Is that a Mach-E Mustang, the electric? I'm not sure. Can't quite tell. .215 south. Yeah, so you got to go through this convoluted mess that they have here right now. But they are going to continue. You can see they're building the roadway, continuing it, extending it up here ahead. Be interested to see what that looks like once that opens up. We'll have to get out here and do another video. If you're new to the channel, please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. It really helps recommend us to other viewers, and it absolutely helps recommend us to the almighty algorithm. The almighty algorithm is what really carries the weight of your voice to other folks. So please help us out there. And also check out our merch available in the shop section of our YouTube channel. Awesome gear available for you. Maybe something for yourself or your significant other. We're going to go up here to Far Hills Avenue. Wow, that was a bump. Bumpity bump bump. Yeah, so they've got all sorts of construction going. Hopefully they'll have like flyover ramps to make it easier. But in the meantime, that'll probably be about 40, 50 years from now. The rate that everything's going in this town. Construction takes forever. But then it does that all over the country, right? Oh my goodness, wow. Why do they have those? Yeah, we just knocked everything off. Wow. So this is Far Hills Avenue, which is north of Charleston. Wanted to come out here and see if we could see the latest in the goings-ons out here in construction, etc. Out here. This light is called Carriage Hill. So note the differences here, please. No, that's no outlet, okay. Note the differences here between East Las Vegas and West Las Vegas. You have shrubbery and sidewalks, big sidewalks that kind of meander along, twist and turn a little bit in there. And then more shrubbery on the other side of the sidewalk. You have medians here in the middle that have all sorts of shrubbery in them. You have all sorts of the street lights here that look far better than they do on the east side of town, in my opinion. Let me know your thoughts. Drop your comments. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Am I way out in left field here? This is Desert Foothills here, and this is something called Red Point. So I'm gonna try and make a right here. Okay. And just take a look. We were out here a few months ago, but they were building like crazy. So I mean, of course, that changes things very rapidly. The way if you had the home builders working on the roadways here in town, we would never have any construction. It would be done in an instant. Now, granted, the homes that they build, well, some of them, yeah, there have been accusations that they tend to slap them together. I don't know if that's true or not. If you have any thoughts on it, please drop a comment. Let me know what you think. But this is Desert Foothills here. You can see it looks like some condos over here. As we come up here to Sky Vista, which will take you back up to the 215, but I don't think they have it opened up to traffic yet. So we're gonna nope, we can't make a left. We're gonna have to go up a little bit further and turn around. Here at Sky Vista. So also bear in mind, being out here, you have to pay SIDS and LIDs, Special Improvement District and Limited Improvement District. Back in the day, the government would pretty much bear the cost of having to, this is called Sunset Run Drive here, of putting in all the infrastructure to have a neighborhood, right? The roadways, the parks, the sewer lines, everything. Now, they have that cost passed on to brand new homeowners. So when you buy a brand new home out here, or even if it's an existing home, if they don't have the SIDS and LIDs paid off, you're gonna have to pay that as part of your monthly mortgage every month. It's gonna have to go towards that. These look like 3-story townhomes here. Flight Range Avenue now crossing, okay. We have another brand new development going up right here. Off to the right. Off of Kindle Rise, that's called there. I'm gonna pause here for a moment. Okay, and we've got just tons and tons of construction here. Guys, we want to thank you all so very, very much for being here. Again, we could not do this without you, so please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. And if you haven't already, please hit the notification bell so you're notified when we have new videos being posted. We do quite a few videos almost every day, so in fact we do new videos every day, so please check us out and make sure that you get notified of every new video we do. Also check out my wife's brand new channel, Cinnamon and Jupiter. She does astrology and spirituality, and as always, remember, here on the Vegas Dawn channel, it is the journey, where what happens in Vegas stays here on the Vegas Dawn channel on YouTube. We'll see you next time, folks. Thank you for being here.